Hey, how's it going? Otaku Mike here, back again with another video for you guys today. Today, we are looking at New Gods Issue 1. Let's get into this. So, New Gods Issue 1 picks up after the death of Darkseid. Highfather doesn't really know what to do with himself, but he ends up getting a prophecy from Metron, and he says, hey, there's a new god that's going to be born, and they could possibly destroy everything. Highfather gets worried about this, obviously, because he kind of misses his little buddy Darkseid. And so Highfather calls upon the champions, or his champions. Lightray shows up, and Lightray's like, hey, I got this. I can take this on. Whatever you need me to do, I got this task. Highfather's like, whoa, hold on, hold your horses. You are not the one for me. Send me Orion. I need Orion. And Highfather basically tells Orion, hey, you need to find this child and deal with this child. Now, Orion is, for all intents and purposes, he is a good soldier. He is very obedient to Highfather himself. And he goes to scot-free to talk to him. He's like, hey, I've been tasked to locate and basically kill this child. And while he's talking to Scott, aka Mr. Miracle, he's like, hey, something is off with Highfather. I don't exactly know what's going on, but I'm going to ask you to basically go find this child. You have 7 days to find this child and basically disappear, escape from me, whatever you got to do. Because, in all intents and purposes, Orion doesn't want to kill this child. And that also doesn't really sit well with Scott himself. Because he is a new family man. He just wants to be with his wife and kid and whatnot and be a dad. And he gets thrusted into this new thing, getting back. He's like, they just keep pulling me back in. So Scott is basically tasked with escaping, from Orion and trying to save this child who may or may not be the next Darkseid going forward. So let's look at the art. I just gotta say, the artwork is breathtakingly. It is so beautiful. So many details, like when we have on the source wall right here and stuff. Just all the intricate details that the artist puts in to this book. Who is the artist? I forget on this book. Evan Cagle is his name. I've never heard of him before. Exactly, but yeah, look. Oh, I love this artwork. It is just so breathtaking. I love the different panel layouts and stuff, and how I like Orion's design. Orion looks cool, and how he's just so vicious, and I love his introduction to in this issue and whatnot. And I love this part with Scott Free when he is trying to be a father for the first time. It is definitely a lot of fun. And I love that you very much get a little bit of levity at this part, because in the first part of the book, it is very much a pretty heavy topic of hey, let's go kill a baby. That's what we're gonna do. Hey, let's go kill baby Hitler type of thing. But maybe kill baby Darkseid. I don't know. But this is the part that I actually really liked the most, was just Scott and Orion just talking to each other and just discussing what exactly needs to be done. This artwork is so it's just so beautiful. They knock it out of the park, I have to say. I was pleasantly surprised with New Gods issue 1. I picked this up on a whim because I was like, hey, I'm trying a lot of issue 1s out recently and giving them a shot. I was like, I'll give issue 1 of New Gods a shot. And to be honest, I'm not a huge New Gods fan. I don't really know much about them, and I kind of always found them to be somewhat boring and kind of hard to get into. Which, the beginning of this first issue was a big, huge info dump, and I was like, I don't really care about that aspect of this comic. And I didn't know a lot of the characters. The only ones I really know are Darkseid, Mr. Miracle, Orion, and Big Barda. Those are the only ones I know. And some of Some of the names of these characters are kind of hard to pronounce too, just saying. They have weird names. But for first issue, this wasn't bad. I did enjoy the aspects with Orion and Mr. Miracle. The fact that, Mr. Miracle is a new father and, he is thrust into this new role of being a father, because you can obviously tell from the reading the first issue, he is not ready. And Big Barda is kind of pulling the weight, doing double duty, being a superhero, and she just gave birth and whatnot. I'm really interested to see how that dynamic can possibly change going forward. Will he take his family with him when he tries to save this new godchild? And what is that actually going to do? And see how Orion kind of fits into this going forward, because we do know he is going to be for all intents and purposes, the reluctant antagonist or antagonist of this book. Which this book kind of reminds me of the premise of, if you ever read Second Coming, which was an X-Men book, in that Cable is basically turns into the adopted father of Hope Summers, and he has to basically save Hope and take her and hide her away in the future and whatnot. That's what this kind of reminded me of, to be honest, part of it. And that was the part that I really liked, which was the Mr. Miracle Orion thing. I could honestly really care about any of the other new gods. I don't really care. But that's where this book got me, was with Orion and him being reluctant to basically kill his child, even though he's probably going to go try to kill this child. This book was very well crafted, very well written for the most part, even though I didn't know some references that they got in the book. The artwork is beautiful. Let me know your thoughts down below. Are you going to pass on it? Are you going to pick it up? Did you enjoy this first issue? I'm Otaku Mike. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Catch you on the next video. Peace out. Stay safe. Go read some comic books.